Welcome. My name is Ray Wagner. I'm a lawyer in Halifax, Nova Scotia at the law firm of Wagners. I have been a lawyer for over 35 years. On November 21st, 2016, Wagners commenced a proposed class action on behalf of all persons in Canada who are currently or were formerly members of the Canadian Armed Forces and who identify as female. The action alleges that the Government of Canada is responsible for the systemic gender and sexual orientation-based discrimination, bullying, harassment, and sexual assault of female members within the Canadian Armed Forces. The action also claims that female members' rights to be free from discrimination on the basis of sex, which is protected by the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, has been violated. It is important to understand that we are not naming or suing individual people for their discriminatory or abusive actions towards female members of the Canadian Armed Forces. Rather, this is a civil lawsuit claiming that the Government of Canada is vicariously liable for the sexual misconduct of the male members of the Canadian Armed Forces. Vicarious liability assigns legal responsibility for the harm and injuries suffered by female members at the hands of male members of the Canadian Armed Forces to the Government of Canada. As well, this action is focusing on something called systemic discrimination, bullying, harassment, and sexual assault of female members. Systemic discrimination takes the focus away from individual acts and instead refers to patterns of behavior, policies, or practices that are part of the organization's structure and which create or perpetuate discrimination, harm, and disadvantage. For instance, in this action, it is alleged that the Government of Canada did not take reasonable measures to prevent sexual misconduct, prevent inadequate training on prohibited sexual conduct, provided inadequate programs, support services, and reporting mechanisms to victims, and did not take meaningful steps to prevent sexual misconduct within the Canadian military.